Okay, chapter 2.7. This is a very simple lesson, and I'm excited to teach it to you because it's one of the easiest things, and you're going to enjoy doing it. By the end of this video, you should be able to solve and apply proportions. Okay, a proportion is an equation that states that two ratios are equal. So it's going to be a fraction equals a fraction. The way you solve a proportion is by using cross products. We've done that before in class when we did the percent proportion, the is number over of number equals percent number over 100. And what it says is the cross products of a proportion are equal So what you can do is find the cross products and set them equal and write the new equation that's going to be easier for you to solve. In algebra, what that means is if A over B equals C over D, then AD, which is a cross product, equals CB. For example, if 3/4 equals 9/12, then 3 times 12 must equal 9 times 4. And if you actually work it out, you get 36 equals 36, and it works out. So to use that to solve a proportion, we're going to have an equation. So a proportion where I have a variable in it. There's my variable here, and we're going to do cross products. So we're going to do this number times that number, and I get 4x. And then we're going to do this number times this number, and I get 3 times 8, which is 24. To solve that equation, you're going to divide both sides by 4, and you get x equals 6. You can check it by plugging it in. 4 over 3 equals 8 over 6. 8 over 6 reduces. If you divide the top and the bottom by 2, you get 4 over 3. So obviously, fraction is going to equal itself. Guided practice number 1, I want you to do it, and I'll give you the answer in just a second. Okay, you're going to get 5y equals 9. Divide both sides by 5, and you get y equals 9/5, or 1.8. Example 2. Sometimes you have a multi-step proportion. So this is going to be a proportion that's much more involved than you've done before. What you're going to do here is you're going to put parentheses around the top or anywhere where there's more than one term. Then you're going to do cross products. So we're going to do 4 times that is 4b minus 8. And then 5 times b plus 3. Okay, you have to get rid of the grouping symbols, so we're going to distribute. And I get 4b minus 32 equals 5b plus 15. I have a variable here and here, so I need to get them on the same side by subtracting 5b. And I get negative 1b minus 32 equals 15. If I add 32 to both sides, I'll get the variable term by itself, and that gives me negative 1b equals 47. So positive 1b, if I divide both sides by negative 1, I get b equals negative 47. Guided practice number 2. Pause the video, try that one on your own, and I'll give you the answer in just a second. Okay, cross products. You're going to do 6 times n, and you get 6n. Then you're going to do 5 times all of this. So it's 5 times 2n plus 4. You have to distribute the 5, and you get 6n equals 10n plus 20. To solve, you're going to subtract 10n from both sides, and you get negative 4n equals 20. Now we'll divide both sides by negative 4, and we get n equals negative 5. Okay, a lot of times with proportions have a ton of applications. So you'll have a lot of problems that you can set up a proportion for to solve. For example, a portable media player has 2 gigabytes of storage and can hold 500 songs. A similar but larger media player has 80 gigabytes. How many songs can it hold? So we're going to say that the gigabytes are going to go on top of my fraction. So for that first media player, we've got 2 gigabytes per 500 songs. And that's going to equal, it's going to be proportional to the larger one that has 80 gigabytes. And I need to figure out how many songs. Then you just do cross products. So you get 2x equals, then 500 times 80 is going to be 40 plus 3 zeros. Because 8 times 5 is 40, and then you got to add the 3 zeros on the end. If you divide both sides by 2, x is 20,000 songs. Guided practice number 3. An 8-ounce can of orange juice contains about 97 milligrams of vitamin C. So 8 ounces contains 97 milligrams. How many milligrams does a 12-ounce can hold? So we're going to do cross products, and we get 8x equals 1164. Then divide both sides by 8, and you get x equals 145.50. So it has 145.5 milligrams of vitamin C. Okay, got it? Show all of your work. You're going to do cross products to solve 1 through 4. Write down the question, show your work, and write down the answer and bring it to me tomorrow for proof that you did your homework.